Hello everybody, I'm JJJreact and welcome back to Yugioh WTF Moments.
You have the cheek to call me out for calling it Adidas. You called it Kainomi. It's Konami, you dipshit.
Richard, why the fuck are you here?
It's London Comic Con, innit?
Does that mean I have to put up with you throughout the whole video?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, for fuck. So the episode starts out with the narration from 2 episodes ago. And I've just noticed the hieroglyphs. This one here looks like a kiwi, and this one looks like a TV, or maybe even the YouTube logo.
I just noticed the dot in the eye in the Yugioh logo. It's a pyramid.
What? How? You literally watch a pyramid spin round and then zoom out into the logo.
Shut the fuck up.
So the episode begins with the boat swiftly approaching the island, and we get this fun quote from Joey. Man, this duelist kingdom looks like a pretty big place, Yugi. Finding your grandpa is not gonna be easy. His soul was sucked into a TV, Joey. He isn't exactly gonna be behind a tree. So the boat docks and we see these security guards on the pier.
Oh my god. Purple tie? Purple guy? It's William Afton.
Can you not interrupt? Can you at least wait for me to finish what I'm saying?
You can't control me. I am uncontrollable.
Anyways, we see the security guards on the pier, and when Tristan notices them, he panics. He then suggests that they should play it safe and swim back. In what universe is that the safe option, Tristan? We are 3 minutes into the episode, and the only thing that's happened so far is that they've gotten off the boat, and we're already getting flashbacks from the last episode. Yay! So Yugi and friends are standing on the pier and Joey starts talking about Weevil. And just look at this creep. He's got get in my van eyes.
His glasses remind me kind of like Sailor Moon.
What? How?
I don't know. I don't watch Sailor Moon. All I know is she exists and people want her tits.
Okay. In this shot, there's way too many stairs. This isn't very wheelchair friendly. You're telling me they had money to invest in massive fuck off arenas that literally rise out of the fucking ground, but they don't have room in the budget for a lift near the stairs? What a fucking liberty. So Yugi and friends have made it up the stairs and are outside a big castle with the rest of the contestants. And these 3 boys start nerding out about the top duelists that are there. And they mention Mako Tsunami, which is a terrible pun name. And my question is, why is he shirtless and why does he not have any nipples?
And it's built like a Gundam. If you're building a realistic Gundam, would you enter up the arse? Would you go through the mouth? Or maybe...
Enough. We don't need your disturbing imagery, thank you very much. So Peggy is making his way to the balcony so he can address the crowd. And we then get this direct quote from Joey. Boy, would I like to get just 5 minutes alone with that guy. Joey isn't just a pervert, he's a bisexual pervert. Pass it on. And before Peggy even has a chance to open his mouth, we get even more flashbacks. Maybe I should start including flashbacks to pad out the runtime.
Nipples.
Ah, good times. Good times. Peggy is giving some big speech, but not a single person seems to be listening. But more importantly, why does nobody have their cards in sleeves? Why does this guy's cards look like a folded up wallet, and this dude is spaced out on LSD or something? Just look at that face. Peggy then says to the crowd, you've also been given 2 precious star chips. You must wager these star chips on each duel that you compete in. Peggy is straight up letting kids gamble.
Oh, I remember being 5 and 5 grand in debt.
Peggy's speech is mostly unimportant nonsense, but he does say this. An intriguing new dueling rules will be in effect. I could tell you what these new rules are, but what fun would that be? You'll discover them as you compete. That's not how rules work. You need to tell people the rules, otherwise how else are they meant to follow them? What's that? You rolled a 6 in Snakes and Ladders? Well, the secret new rules say that I get to punch you in the face. There's a certain sound effect that plays when the crowd starts cheering, and thanks to a stupid slice of pizza on the internet, I now know of its existence, and I hear it everywhere, and it's irritating as fuck. So if I have to hear it, so do you. Yugi and friends are now standing in a field, and Joey tries to give the star chip back. Yugi and the others are encouraging him to keep it. And is it just me, or does Tia look like she shat herself? That's a very I've just shat myself face. So the competition has officially begun, and we get a few more character shots. And this one in particular looks like a GTA 5 loading screen. Why the fuck has he brung a harpoon to play card games? Yugi and friends are casually walking and talking in a green field when they spot Weevil. And Yugi challenges him to a duel. Weevil then decides to leg it, and we get this fun quote from Joey. I can't believe it. Weevil's running away. Okay, so Nothing in the rules says that he has to accept the duel. Running away is perfectly valid. This isn't a Pokemon game.
What if I'm squatting down, taking a shit, and I'm about to wipe my ass with a fucking leaf, and then some kid comes up to me and goes, "Hey, do you want a duel?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, kiddo," and start shuffling my fucking cards!
Can we please stop with the gross mental imagery? I don't need a picture in my head of you taking a dump in the woods.
Can I be main host for a second?
What? Why?
Just got one thing I want to say.
I'm probably going to regret this, but sure, why not?
After chasing Weevil through the forest, he finally stops running. As Yugioh and friends catch up to him, we then get this direct quote from Weevil. "Welcome," says the spider to the fly. "You flew right into my trap." No, he ran actually.
Okay, no, we're done here. I knew this was a terrible idea. I'm going to be main host again. Much better. Once again, we get a transformation from Little Loogie. Once again, we get another transformation from Little Yugi to Big Yugi, and not a single person questions it. He went from being half the height of all of his friends to being taller than Tia, and they don't notice. Seriously? So Yugi and Weevil have agreed to duel, and the ground starts to shake. And Yugi responds with, "What have you done?" Are you genuinely telling me that you believe Weevil is capable of causing earthquakes? Come on, mate, use that brain of yours. So some background characters notice that the duel is about to take place, and one of them says, "That's Weevil Underwood, but who's the other guy?" I thought everyone knew who Yugi was. They even spoke about him earlier. The show needs to make up its mind. Do people know about him or not? So the duel begins, and Weevil starts off by summoning Killer Needle. And can I just ask, why does this bee have 1200 attack points? It's a fucking bee!
The devil himself feels less aggressive than this.
So Yugi counters Killer Needle by summoning Mammoth Graveyard. And even though they have the same attack points, Mammoth Graveyard is destroyed and Killer Needle is not. And Weevil goes on to explain about the field bonus his bee got.
You could say he became stronger.
But Mammoth Graveyard also got the same field bonus, and Killer Needle is destroyed too. Why was the destruction extremely delayed? They both should have been destroyed simultaneously. Yugi talks about how this island has a field advantage for each kind of monster, and pictures of different environments are shown. Why is there a desert? There's definitely not a desert on this island. Look at this zoom out. Do you see a desert? Neither do I. I know they don't take turns properly in this show. I've come to accept that. But why did they both draw a card at the exact same time? For some reason, this bug sounds like a cow. So Yugi summons Feral Imp and then uses Horn of the Unicorn to boost its attack points to 2000, which makes it more powerful than the Bug Cow. But this so-called field bonus apparently also weakens attacks. So Yugi's attack fails. This is just pure bullshit. If Yugi's monster was weaker due to the field bonus, it would reflect in the attack and defense points, and Yugi will be able to see if his monster is strong enough to attack in the first place. Fuck this, Weevil's definitely modified the software and the duel system. Weevil is a hacker. Confirmed. We then get this direct quote from Tia. "That Weevil is a no-good cheat." Thank you, Captain Obvious. What would we ever do without ya? Yugi then understandably plays a monster in face-down defense position, which then prompts Weevil to say,
"Even your strongest monster can't stand against my basic insect."
even with the field bonus, its basic attack is only 650. Do I really need to explain why this is stupid? No? Good. So the duel continues, with Yugi playing defense and Weevil summoning monster after monster after monster after monster, and we eventually get this fun line from Yugi. "That's right, Weevil. Put all of your monsters on the field. That's exactly what I'm counting on." Which is a very smug and or confident line. But look at his face. That's a very worried face. Not quite sure what it is, but I have a small feeling that that's not even close to what he says in the sub. We then get this quote from Yugi. "Yes, the Dark Magician. This is perfect. There's no way Weevil can resist him as a target." Have you not been paying attention to how Weevil plays? You could say that about literally any monster card you have. Weevil doesn't give a shit what card he destroys. In this shot, Yugi and Weevil went to hell.
Satan, when he sees me go for the grated cheese at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Weevil attacks Dark Magician, and Yugi counters it with Mirror Force, destroying all of Weevil's monsters, as it should, but then Weevil loses a bunch of life points. That's not how that card works. Mirror Force does not affect life points. We then get another quote from Yugi. You're a liar and a cheat, Weevil. Pot kettle black, motherfucker. Everyone seems to cheat at this game, especially you. What the fuck is that? Oh god, is he gonna summon a tumor? That's what this episode ends on. That's right, this duel is spread across 2 episodes.
Since this duel is in 2 parts, does that mean I get to stay for the next video as well?
You can fuck right off. 1 video was 1 too many.
This isn't the last you've seen of me. I will be back eventually.